Now, I enjoy foreign foods. Not like crazy foreign foods, but like some good sushi is good. A nice Thai place is good. I even enjoy like an Indian chicken curry once in a while, like whatever the green curry is called, spinach or whatever, spinach curry, whatever that's called. I enjoy it. And I also enjoy, yes, it's foreign food, but it's more Americanized, like Italian food. Some French food has been kind of Americanized, and especially British food, like fish and chips, has been Americanized. But there's something else. There is another, and it is Italian. You know, Italian is one of those things where I do enjoy Italian food, but it's too similar to me. You know, I guess in Italy, they can take the base noodle, and if they just change the shape of it, it changes the flavor. In theory, this makes sense. Different like coverage of sauce or, whatever they're using, seasonings, whatever, it's like different coverage, so it tastes different. For myself, for an American, it tastes the same. It's just pasta. You either have it as like corkscrew, which is really fun, or just like angel hair, which is, just kind of boring and mid. But there is another. There is another. One of my favorite Italian dishes is like spaghetti and meatballs. I say it's one of my favorites, but it's so incredibly boring and so incredibly unfun to eat. I find myself not eating it very often. Now, what is it? It's noodles, beef, sauce, and sometimes cheese. Cheese on the top. But like I said, there is another. There is another. And that is ravioli. Ravioli might be the best thing that Italian cuisine has and ever will produce. We are talking about a beautiful, soft, doughy pillow that is instead not filled with feathers, but filled with savory beef and sometimes cheese. Beef and cheese. I think if it's just cheese, it's a tortellini. But you get my point. The concept behind taking something as beautiful as like a standard spaghetti and meatball, sauce and cheese and meat and pasta, and saying, what if we went a step further? The meat doesn't have to just be sitting in direct contact with the sauce. That's ridiculous. Instead, it would be much better to make a pillow, a literal pillow, a pillow of meat. A pillow of meat that when you pierce it, and the savory beef juices come out of the little 4 holes that your fork makes. This is the meaning of life. The meaning of life. And I'm telling you this because I care about you. As weird as that sounds. As weird as it sounds for some person you've never met with a shitty mic and a shitty YouTube channel. I care about your well-being, and your well-being depends on you eating ravioli as soon as possible. Now, like I said, I'm American. So when I think of ravioli, I think of Chef Boyardee. That is extremely offensive to Italians. Extremely. Now, I want to preface by saying that while I do think of Chef Boyardee, that's like the first thing that comes to mind. I realize and I understand that Chef Boyardee is in no way, shape, or form the best like ravioli. I have had significantly better ravioli, both stuff that you bring home to cook and at a restaurant. Chef Boyardee, to me, as an American, like I said, I'm American, I have no taste, I'm disgusting, horrible, wretched vermin. Chef Boyardee to me is passable. If I'm hungry and I feel like ravioli, I can eat Chef Boyardee. Whereas some Italians, some purists, they might just absolutely hate it, you know? So that's that. Sorry if that offends you, but like I said, I'm not incredibly picky. I'm not. So that's important. It's important not to be picky, folks. You don't want to be picky. You don't want to be that person. I shouldn't say that person. That's kind of, insensitive. But I want to know your thoughts down in the comments. What is your go-to ravioli? Because I know there's Chef Boyardee, but what else is there? Is there like Campbell's? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. You're gonna have to tell me. I know if you buy store bought, it's significantly better, but it's still not like authentic. I want authentic ravioli. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I need in my life. Authentic ravioli. So I appreciate you listening to this, and I will see you tomorrow.